Yo, hi there beautiful people. If you saw my past video, that noise was even there and it hasn't disappeared anywhere. Yeah, I hope it would have been fixed itself, but they are not organic beings, so they might not do that. That's the water pump, by the way. Anyway, do you trust yourself? And if you do, that's beautiful. If you don't, do you know why? What's the reason behind that if you don't believe in yourself? If you don't trust yourself enough? Do you feel that you have power over your life? Or is something having power over you? Some person, some situation, or workplace, or place anyway. If there is something you would be happy to change, what is the limitation between you and that change? It's the fear of unknown. What is fear of unknown? It's actually lack of trust to yourself, which actually equals lack of trust to universe or God. Anything can happen in life. Do you rather live in the situation what is safe, but you are giving the power over that situation? Or are you rather living a little bit more uncertain life, which is actually as safe as the other one, which doesn't for human mind actually look as safe, but is actually quite similar, because you have to trust yourself so much that you are swimming against the currents. Many times, if somebody doesn't believe in you, it's the reflection that you don't believe in yourself. Do you start to explain people? I've noticed that behavior in myself. If somebody doesn't believe in me, I tend to easily to start to prove my points, which is not actually helping me at all, because then I'm actually doubting myself in that situation. Oh, actually, yeah, I am like this. I will do that. Why do you have to say that if you really believe in yourself? In a decision-making process, do you feel like you have to lean on lots of other people's opinions about the certain topics? I'm guilty of that. Certain areas we can trust ourselves a lot. Those areas that we know that we handle and we are good at. And certain areas we tend to doubt our own minds, our own abilities, our own way of doing things. Why do we doubt? Where is that doubt coming from? Many times those things comes from the past, that you lacked that support. Maybe you were supported, but you didn't feel that your opinions, your values, your own things, your own thoughts had a value. You weren't heard. You weren't seen as you are. You maybe were seen something that you wanted to be seen, but you weren't seen as you actually are. And then you feel lack of self-trust and self-empowerment, because you were afraid if you were you, that you weren't liked or loved. So you were pretending to be something that you weren't not. And when you were going according to these rules, those expectations that what other people were putting on you, you were starting to lose yourself. And you started to create these masks. What happens when you have lived through those masks so long that you don't remember anymore who you are? You start to feel unaligned, unhappy with your life, even though you have maybe got everything what you wanted, or actually what those masks wanted. So basically what other people wanted you to want. What can you do when you realize that you are in a situation that you are living through those masks, that you are not living through you, your authentic self. Obviously, you have to start to drop those masks away. Usually those masks doesn't drop everything at once, but one by one. For example, if you have always been the clown of the class, or you have been always the person who says yes to everything, what if that's not what you actually are? And you start to act like you actually want it to be like. You are dropping, first of all, the mask of saying yes to everything, and you start to say no, actually I'm not willing to do that thing because that's not aligned with my own path. For example, you are getting back your power that way. You have also maybe changed yourself for some people, or putting too much energy, too much effort to some situation or some person. So what happens when you start to be more authentic to yourself and you are actually starting to go against that thing, situation, or that person? Because that happens when you get the power back, when you realize that that other person or that other thing has took your power. That shakes your life a little bit, because usually people who are aligned only with your mask self, those masks what you have on you, when the mask drops away, usually also people tends to drop away. Those people who are not aligned with your authentic self. But the nice thing is that actually when you are dropping those masks away and you are showing the world who you actually are without any masks, you are also starting to attract those people who are aligned with your core, actually with you. That powerful version of you. Imagine if you're those masks. This mask has took your power, but it has protected you somehow. You are taking that away. So you are taking that power back from something, from someone, but that person or that situation drops away. That hurts. That's normal. But the power that you get back, it's your power. That's you. And what's beautiful, you are starting to attract people, but also situations that are aligned with you. Because I think the goal here should be we wouldn't have any masks on. We would be the rawest, most purest version of ourselves. People can and will doubt your success, your path, because it's maybe not what they have used to see or used to be in, or they don't want you to go towards, because it's not lined with theirs. That's why they are rebelling against you to go to that direction, which actually that direction is your direction, that's your path. Nothing in this world is as important than you to be most realist version of yourself. God has given you everything that you need. You have to start to remember who you actually are. When you start to remember who you are, stop to pretending to be something else that you are not. You are starting to get back to your path. It's very necessary to take back your power and believe in yourself. Behind those masks, behind those walls, behind those things, there is some being that can do whatever. But you have to just find it again. Your birthright is to be you. You are guided back to your core if you are asking that guidance. More layers you have put on you, more work it needs. But you will still get there. Because there is nothing more beautiful than person or human being or animal, because we are all animals, being themselves. Not pleasing anybody, but being kind to everybody also. Being empathic, but being empathic also to yourself. There was this one interesting quote that what's the difference between foolishness and wisdom? That the foolishness is something that you are repeating your own mistakes all the time. And why you are repeating them? Because you are refusing to see them, those mistakes. When you are seeing your mistakes and you are changing your behavior, you are becoming more wiser. Something what is very wise is also to be very gentle with yourself, because we are all here to learn and learn and learn and learn, and we are never stopping learning. What is holding you away from yourself is fear. When you are realizing that you are actually love, because that sounds so cliche, but when you are really starting to dig deep to that topic, you are actually love. And love is just a vibration. That's love is just a feeling. Like, think about baby. It's so pure. I hope you have a wonderful day and you got something out of this video. It was very random this time. Thank you for watching. Bye. Which actually equals lack of universe, lack